Alright, welcome back to the stream. I'm Neozar, and I'm picking up on my FTL hard win streak. Last time we left off, we were on Zoltan B, and I believe we were at the start of Sector 5. It's about halfway through the run. Let's see, yep. Sector 5, that's where we have a store right there. Got some scrap. We might take a few jumps first. Could potentially sell a weapon, although probably going to try to avoid that unless there's something where we pick up instead of it. Don't really want to buy a weapon if I can avoid it. I'd rather save that scrap for systems until we're full up here. A little weak overall here. I mean, weapons are pretty good. Level 2 hacking also. 2 Zoltans help the power. We lost the 1 Zoltan to the plasma storm after I said that was most likely I was worth taking the risk, and then I was like, it's just gonna happen though, because I calculated it's 10%, so I'm sure it's gonna happen, and it did. So at least I was right about something. Can think about it that way. Seems like an alright sector layout here. Probably try to end, that one. Pretty late exit, so if we do this well. Trying to think about how we want to do this to see as many jumps as possible. Probably do like 2 or 3 of these and then the store, and then if we have time we can jump over this way, or if not I can go up through here and then do these jumps and end it. Let's see, fuel's all right, got to keep an eye on that. Drone parts are decent. 3 shields is like on the menu. Zoltan shield helps delay that, and if we get cloaking, then it's like you can get by with 2 shields. I mean, you can get by with 2 shields for the rest of the game, which is not ideal. Do have battery, we have scanners. I believe our crew are mostly trained. Let's see, shields isn't, and then I guess our engines guy probably isn't, since yeah, he just swapped over pretty recently. Alright, so I think we're about ready to get into this here. Usually like to take just a couple of minutes to like ease my way back in, start thinking about everything that's been going on, what the goals are. Overall, we'd had a pretty easy time of it so far. Very little damage, but also haven't seen very many tough ships yet. So this is possibly foolish meat bags, or foolish meat sacks. Nope, it's actually the genuine thing. An NG ship is under attack. Which is possibly better rewards. I'm not sure, actually. I don't know if it's like, because this is more likely to be double rewards. It'd be great if we had an NG on board. Alright, so we need to think about this. What do they got going on here? If we had 4 Zoltans, we could be immune to their damage here. We only have 2, so that doesn't work out. Only 2 shields, which makes me think about doing this. They are going to get through the Zoltan shield pretty quick and then board us. I guess we're fine on drone parts, and it's like I'm not likely to be doing a crew kill here. I think just the beam swipes, because you can get pretty big ones here too, right? You can get 5 with the halberd. So yeah, it's definitely way more than a 1 shot. So we'll just do that, actually. Keep it simple. His first volley is like a decent chance of just getting through the shield. Yeah, our power is definitely a bit low, especially now that we lost the 1 Zoltan. Battery helps. So I think that should be fun. We'll see how that goes, and then we might need to put our... Well, also, I mean, this should disable their weapons when it fires. Not sure on the timing. Depends if they have it manned. Which oh, I'm sure they do, because they have someone in shields. So they definitely do. Alright, so yeah, we want to get that shield up, like, ASAP. Yeah, see, I was thinking that already. Oh, wait, no, because we still have 1... Never mind, we still have 1 bar. That's totally fine, then. For a moment I was thinking that, you know, that wouldn't work out right, but that's totally fine. All right. And we'll just kill him right here. Hopefully they won't board us in that time. We got him quick enough. Attempt to contact the NG. Strip bear. Yeah. I think that's one where if you have an NG, you can get like a crazy good reward sometimes. Like I think it's still, you can still get like a weapon from it even if you don't have an NG. But you get like all the rewards. So this kind of sucks, I guess. So it's like I can go store, jump, store, I guess. I mean, I guess it's, if they have like cloaking, I can sell the charge. It's not really ideal for what I want to do. But I'll check it out, I guess. It's like, watch that other beacon is also a store. So I don't need any drones. I'm gonna buy those crew. No cloaking. They do have mind control. Which usually I'm like all over mind control. I feel like with this setup it's not quite as powerful. But it's always good. Because if I have to, I mean, if I have to sell one of those, that puts me like just over. There is a ship there. All right, let me figure out what this mapping looks like too. So I can definitely do that. That's obvious. Yeah, unfortunately, this exit's not quite as late as it seemed it would be. Like, if this, you know, was on the mirrored side, you know, that'd be quite a bit later. But the curve is like right on top of the exit. I'm not sure if there's any, like, if it's completely random where on the thing it will fall in relation to each other. I think it is. It just always, I feel like it often feels like it's like coming right towards it, but just because you notice it when it's bad, I think. All right, so we got 9 jumps though. Yeah, I mean, a couple options. It's like, I don't think I'm gonna miss mind control that much if I don't get it right here and like can't get it later, or like this is a completely useless store. I mean, I'll feel bad about wasting the jumps going to 2 stores. So you don't really need drone control. I'd rather mind control than that. So it's like I'm gonna hold off buying any of that stuff too because I'd rather see exactly what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna take this jump first to get some more scrap, maybe an item or something. All right, shut down our engines. The engine hack event. No, I don't really want to use my hacking for that because you've got 3 shields. So whatever, that just means I have more power, right? So let's see. Because if I do the double swipe, it's gonna, their flak is gonna stay online. Which, depending like if this, how this goes, might not be that bad if this misses, but it won't be great because this is gonna take out at least 2. And they can resist damage here, but this gets the whole thing, right? Yeah, so that's 5 and that's 8, so 13. I think that's so hard to count on these things. So that's 12. So if we get no, or the pike beam can resist 1, so that's like not great odds. I don't think that will one-shot them. So not really a better option though. It's like I don't think shooting, like hacking their shields and then shooting them with this, you know, is really giving me any better odds. I mean, I think we just kind of hope we can get some dodges and don't get resists. I think it's just the plan. If we take a little bit of damage, should be okay. peek at them before we get our shield down. Because I mean, it's like there's potential for a crew kill here in a way. Like, if we got mind control, it'd be easier. Yeah, we also could have had him punch down one level of the system, I guess. But if we can get cloaking, I feel like that'd be even better. But it's like if it's the same kind of store again, I'd probably buy mind control the second time. We'll see. I'm not use thinking about that too much until we get through this fight and see what happens. Yeah, I don't really mind if they want to board me, but they're just going to be repairing systems. I'm not actually going to do it, I don't think. Yeah, so that's 2 resists. So I think they're both pike beam resists. Or no, one must have been a halberd, because we could have had 1 pike resist. So yeah, we had a halberd and then a pike. That makes sense. I think it was like both in piloting, possibly. Can we switch? I guess I can try. I mean, that delay might have been too much, because like we only need to hit it twice, and we're guaranteed to hit our shots. So if I switched immediately on firing the halberd, it wouldn't have mattered. So I don't feel bad about that. So depending where they target, like if they target one of these rooms, they actually don't have that bad a chance of like dodging everything between dodges, 3 shields, and then the things. They're going for like weapons or shields though, so that's definitely not ideal. Misses. It's so hard to know though with the false projectiles. How did they aim for piloting? Yeah, so that's no damage because it's like that's a terrible. I mean, they only had the 1, but they can just all land outside the room so easily. I guess I'm slightly curious about what's going on. Yeah, I'm just NG's punching through stuff. I haven't even gotten to repairing it. Yeah, I don't think it's worth trying to get a crew kill here. Maybe do that. Oh, jeez. So they'll almost certainly have cloaking because I'm 1 scrap short of doing it without selling something. So I might sell the scanners at that point if that's what it is. Let's see. No, they don't have any. It doesn't even matter. Hull beam, halberd beam. Just go entirely beams. I don't really think it's worth paying money to switch weapons though. Don't need any of these things. Stealth weapons is especially pointless with beams, as is uses with other weapons, I think. But beams, it's not doing anything for you at all. I think I'm tempted to buy these drone parts. I'm also fearful that like the next jump will be like a store again right away. I mean, we're pretty dependent on drone parts. Might as well keep up to 10 at least. Now it's like this is a sector where empty jumps aren't necessarily so bad, but like right now, I'd rather have like a little bit of guaranteed scrap rather than like hoping for a free item or something. Double missiles, only 2 shields. We can get big swipes on this ship. I'm pretty sure we can one-shot it. Right, because we can get, yeah. I think we can just kind of assume that we will figure it out. Because, yeah, that's 10. So we only need to get like 3 out of the pike, which gets like at least that many. Might be able to even do more, not sure. I think 6 might be it. But that's more than enough. I'm just kind of curious. Alright, so yeah. Oh, jeez. I thought I hadn't sent it out yet, so that's just like me getting ahead of myself because it's an easy fight. Alright, so yeah, that's gonna do nothing for these, so I guess I gotta either wait for that to cool down or switch my weapon setup. I feel like it's more advantageous at that point to switch, because I can get like a full volley off practically. Alright, not necessarily that big a deal. We'll see how much I get punished for that. Should probably just have this going. I guess if this actually is a... Yeah, no, sometimes it goes through the 2. I could have tried to do 1 damage then with a charge. So that's just a lead out. 1 dodge. That's going to do 2 more. We'll see what missile that is. I just thought I could do it, but I'm just curious. I'm just thinking about my plan here with timing. So I think I do this at 3 with a pike and switch, and then go back to the just beams. All right, that's good. That's really good. That buys us a bit more time. These timed pretty close together. This will come a little earlier, I guess, this time. But just 1 and 1 in the beam. So it's not until this missile goes again, I don't think, that we need to worry about like not taking damage. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. That's what I want to think about, I guess, now. What's the best, like... I mean, I don't think this will land before the... what am I trying to say? The rest of the charged laser fires. I don't think so. I want to get a 6 swipe if I can across all these. That's not that worthwhile to go crazy over. So you just do that. That's fine. I can miss piloting because I'm not using the charge after this. Alright, so I took those down. This is still going to take the shield down though. But that's okay. I guess my O2 is a bit lower than it should be. I really don't want to actually do that. I just have to watch out for, you have to dodge missiles now. It's definitely not going for you, so that's good at least. Still have the charge going, could possibly shoot it. Where are you going? Going to possibly engines or doors. I feel like it's going to doors, but it might be engines. It's a miss though. That's great. I think that was engines. Alright, yeah, we can stick to just shields 1. Alright, so didn't actually get punished for that mistake. 33 scrap. And another store with cloaking and a flak too. Hermes and a small bomb. We got tons of bombs. But no, this is a buy cloaking store. That lets us extend the Zoltan shield. Lets us just have less defenses after the Zoltan shield is down. All kinds of good stuff. So now I'm definitely glad I didn't buy Mind Control just for getting cloaking online here without having to sell anything. I don't have anything to sell right now. I'm going to keep these weapons for now. Alright. Free Iron Intruder. That's pretty cool. It's the thing, it's just like, you know, we still have the scanners and just all empty jumps, but it doesn't really mean much. Yeah, there's no, I don't think that's going to be 6. It's going to be close, but not that close. Participate in their study. 18 scrap. Asteroids. Explore the asteroid field. 41 scrap. Awesome. So yeah, we have 3 jumps. So I think we go here and just go 1, 2, 3. I mean, I guess that's our only choice actually, if we want to do all 3. That's fine, that's what I want to do anyways. Works out. Ah, it's a trap. Oh no. That means we get a fight. Terrible. Terrible thing. Missile, lasers that get through the shield moderately fast. I doubt we one-shot these guys just because it's one of these big hull ships, but that's alright. Definitely consider getting some power pretty soon, especially now we have cloaking too. Right now, I'm not going to click it this time until I'm ready to click it. Sometimes like it almost feels worthwhile cloaking here and just like getting it on cooldown early because it's just like everything has to come back around again. But I don't think I'm going to. I'm not sure on the math of that, like if there's a statistically, I mean, I'm sure there is a statistically like superior way to extend it. Not sure if this can do 5. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not even sure. I mean, if it could, it'd be like, yeah. So we'll just do this guy. You might be able to do more, but I'd rather just get those systems. It's a very convenient swipe. Right, yeah, then it's nice it takes out the missile on the ship also. That is not good enough. At this point, maybe I'll cloak this one. I guess that didn't fire yet, but I'm not very concerned at this point about this fight. I guess I'll switch to that actually. Need to start like remember to think about that right after a fire. It's not going to be uncommon now. Like it's more worthwhile to just to shoot them to get the last 2 damage than try to like wait for hacking to come back up. Yeah, a bunch of NGs. They're repairing fast, but not fast enough. So it's we'll just hack and then Pike Beam still does it, so that's fine. Yeah, they won't even build a board in time because the hack doors. $39 scrap. Yeah, it's getting like a little silly. Just to the point of being like unnecessarily like tedious for where we're at. So I gotta ignore them. I think that's the second time we've seen that event this run. Just like waste of a jump. I mean, I think it's only low scrap if you have the right thing. So here we're definitely gonna secure it because the sector's like over. So that's a free drone. It's always a free drone. It's a great event to find. Search among the stores. Scrap. I'll take it. Yeah, it's definitely past it. That event is one that's like, it's great when you have mind control because it's an extra guaranteed store. That's one of the reasons I feel like I think it's generally bad, like getting things in with specific events in mind, but I think that's kind of like a understated perk of getting mind control early on. Is it's not uncommon to come across that event. I mean, sometimes multiple times, you know, sometimes not at all, but it's not an uncommon event on like exit beacons and stuff. And like, while you can get scrap and a store with just searching, like sometimes you just get scrap or a fight or nothing. But it like gives you the option to anytime you want. It's like if you find that, you can just have another store there, which just like reduces RNG of like not finding a store with weapons or with other systems. It's just kind of like a subtle benefit of mind control. I feel like that's a really good option to have to generate more stores. It's kind of like an understated strength. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty obvious choice here. It's like, I like having the choice of red sectors, but it's not worth going to Uncharted just to get a choice of like, that might not even matter. I mean, we've got a bunch of scrap to spend, but I'll probably still take that jump first. Guess I'm thinking like I might want to like spend money on upgrades if I don't buy something at a store, if I don't buy another weapon or mind control or something. I think I can take a fight first. Engine hack, yet again. The first drone I think we fought the entire run. I'm not 100% sure. I mostly fought like one other drone. But we fought very, very, very few drones all run. Offensive drones, that is. Which is part of the reason we've taken like almost no hull damage all run. Because drones are one of the effective things that get through it. I don't think we've had an asteroid fight either, maybe one. Anyway, do a shield hack. Pike beam. The pirate crew, that's 4 NGs, the 4 NG pirates, and their drones. Yeah, that should be good. And then that's, yeah, we can one-shot them because we get the 10 damage swipe with halberd on the ship for sure. Hopefully that angle's okay. I thought I heard the whiff of both of them going by, and it was just the one, so I just got them ionized, I'm pretty sure, by turning it back on too soon. Travel time and like being off screen. So I make sure to like listen for the whiff noise, but it's because there's two, and I kind of like jumped the gun, I guess. I mean, there's a chance it's fine, it doesn't matter. Alright, that's fine. It's like, it's about when I'd be starting to hack anyway. That's not a big deal. It would have been okay anyways, because we've got the little bit of a drone part buffer. But they have hacking also. It's like Zoltan Shield just makes this such an easier fight. Like, I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's mostly just a big missile. Hacking's what matters here, I guess. So otherwise they don't have much to get through your shields. But just like not having to deal with that at all. $51 scrap. Alright, well, first off, just do that. Definitely not buying that. I'm not buying that. I'm not gonna buy that either. There's no reason to like switch any of these things for this. Let's see, ship-wise. It's like there's a better chance I'll run into 4 shields here, and I'm just still kind of like bad against 4 shields. Like I could potentially get through them and do a pike beam, but using the charge, it's not something I want to be like forced into. Alright, don't need to pay 10 scrap to repair 1 damage. Another rebel, all the beams, so they're just gonna chew through my Zoltan shield like nothing. But that's okay. Their weapons aren't that big a deal. They'll space out at first, and then by then they'll be dead, I think. So mostly it's just like not messing this thing up. Yeah, I don't think I actually hear a whoosh on those ones. I think it's just, I didn't think about how much slower it was than the other projectile. Let's do that. Nice. Get some training in. Because it's like, if they both hit really quickly with the beams, it becomes something kind of gross. I guess then I'll actually do it from this direction just in case. I think you'll die before anything too serious comes up. No. Yeah, you're dead by the time. You had your shot right there. If only you lasted a moment longer, then I would have cloaked. 3133. Stress is good. I also don't mind like just seeing the beacons though. Don't have like great distress options, I guess. We don't have Clone Bay, we don't have an NG, we don't have a rock. I'm not sure what distress options we have. I mean, cloaking is one. Beam. I think that event can be an NG's. I'm not sure. So tempted to just go to an empty jump. Honestly, I go to empty jumps in NG sectors not infrequently, like even with scanners. Obviously, now that I'm like talking about it is when I'm finding the like empty ones. But it's not necessarily such a bad thing. Let's see. Probably have like 5 jumps left, right? Yeah. So I can kind of do something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or if I want to take these, I can just like do that, I guess. Because it's like if I go this, if I want to go to there, it's like then I have to double back or miss jumps if I go there first. Yeah, so I think that's what I want to do. Another rebel. It's like, I think you're in rebel territory. And they've all had offensive drones, so we're getting our fill now to gear up. Halberd is kind of gross, but we should fire ours first because we have training. Also, we can delay it with cloaking. Should have had that dodge up already, I guess. Alright. Good dodges, get your training up. Nice. Yeah, you're not getting away. Or surrendering. Sorry. $50 scrap. So I think I saw every beacon, so I know at least one of those is a store. Because I still wouldn't mind getting mind control. And like I'm still kind of like keeping my eyes out. Like I would trade stuff around for like a flak. Or like a burst laser possibly, or even like just like grab, you know, burst laser 1 and sell this and put it together possibly. I don't know if I'd really do that. But there's things I could do. So I might go, I think that's might be the option to do then instead, because I got 4 jumps left. So that works out kind of nice. So we're going to attack the ship, obviously. So they're going to pew-pew at us pretty hard, trying to get through our shields. And drone parts are going well. Like I think you can just keep doing the shields hack and swipe. I don't think it's going to one-shot these guys, though. Actually, no, it'll be fine. They're pretty weak. Yeah, I guess for a second I was about to cloak. I'm like, well, I guess I'd rather get like some evasion training in. Hey, look at that. That was a great choice. But, oops. Wow. You're just like working overtime. You really want to max out. That's crazy. Wonder what the chances are at that. Anyway, I feel like it's like a 0.03%. I don't know. It's doing too quick in my head. 50 scrap basically, 49. What's the blue option on this? I think the blue option's a good one. So I know this is one you can take, and then you just save yourself or whatever you get low scrap. Let's see. You scan the ship. Oh, so this one makes it safe too. So we'll get an NG here. That's cool. It's funny, I have long-range scanners not infrequently, but I feel like I don't run into this event with scanners that often. So that works out because it's like you don't have to, you find them with your scanners, not with your body, so you don't have to risk your life to save them. I guess is how that works somehow. Already repair trained. You know what you're here for. Thank you. That's a useful thing to have. I can finally send my crew back. Keep them indoors. I guess they're all indoors as opposed to outdoors in a way. Yeah, so there's the other store. That's great. I'm glad it's not 2 stores. Because I mean, I guess we have a ton of scraps. It'd be kind of okay. But I'd rather just have one really good store. So if that can happen. Yeah, exactly. I need to replace the Zoltan. I hate having like a less crew. You know, it's not another Zoltan, but it's kind of better. So after saying like, well, maybe 2 stores, that's a lot of scrap. Let's see. Nope, not another fight. That's just like a lot of pew pew stuff going on. And then drones. Drones are such a pain with the beams because it, you know, nowhere near a one shot. I guess it gets it down to 3. Cloaking, it's not so bad, and I can switch to the charge after that, because the pike at least will hit the shields. The shields room for once. Good chance they have a buffer, but whatever. I think that's still just the way we go here. Yeah, it's like I can't help but feel like a little bad about the Zoltan, but also feel kind of like I would totally do it again. And, you know, it's always perversely nice to feel right, even if it's like with the wrong outcome. I think that's why I do that sometimes too. It's like, well, if I just guess the worst outcome, it's like, well, then I'll be right. So it's like, no matter what, I'm kind of winning. You know, either I have a good outcome or I'm just correct. So, you know, works out. So I think we can actually cloak this, because this is 5 damage coming through. Good job. It always feels like, God, it's so close. Yeah, because I want to hit the weapons. I'm like, could hit shields again, and then they won't have any shields, but I think I'd rather hit the weapons here. Thinking about it though now, I'm not totally sure if that's correct. Like, it might be better to have done this, because the piloting's down, and they only have 3 life. It's like, then I could just shoot weapons with this afterwards. I don't know. I don't think it really matters, honestly. Probably safe either way. Another 2. So I think I can do the same thing where I can fire 3 shots, and if that works, to kill them. If not, just hack them in a moment. Alright. Oh wait, I knew it would hit it because they don't have piloting. So, there you go. 50 scrap, man. I feel like we got 49, 50, 49, 50. Not complaining, just very consistent numbers there. Yeah, I know. Everyone says that. Everyone doesn't like this Zoltan B. I feel like I'm the only one that I'm like, "Oh, I like the Zoltan B's layout, like at least more than the other Zoltan layouts. Like as far as ships go, it's definitely not my favorite. But I feel like it's like, for the most part, you can vent almost every room quite easily. And with the doors thing, like usually if they're like indoors, I just like vent doors and then, kind of swap them around. Otherwise, you can often vent from this side and like dance crew in and out until it happens if you have to. I don't know. I like how compact it is. I hate the Zoltan A's layout because I've had a really bad run on it through Mantis sectors with 3 crew, and like boarding down there is awful. So you have to pull all your power out of it with your Zoltans if you're short then to vent like everything and like run back and forth through it. You can't check sensors. I've got like a little bit of a vendetta against the Zoltan A's layout. Probably a little too passionate about how I feel. But so I'm always advocating for Zoltan B layout love. But I get why. I mean, the doors thing is annoying for sure. So mind control, that's like an easy one. It's just, otherwise it's just like I feel like we have these weapons already. Yeah, I want to buy that. I've got so much scrap. It's like dumb not to. So we don't need a ton of fuel going into the last sector. But it is a red sector, so it's like we might not see a store or only one. Go for 10 and 10. Don't need any of this. I mean, I guess I should probably get shields up in case I'm just like run into drones in an asteroid field. It's like you get power. I mean, it's also I want to just like buy the weapons. It's like everything, and then I don't have the power to run it. Such a jump doing that. I mean, I can do 1 power, I guess, and then if I want to do that as a combo, that's something. But I mean, I guess this is like, I mean, this is kind of a one-shot to some extent. I'm not sure on flagship. Yeah, no, that's definitely not then. Because this is, but not on phase 2, and nothing's really on phase 3. So I'm kind of okay keeping the charge, even if it's 1 more power. I mean, I guess there's an argument for the breach, but yeah, no, I'm fine with that. Well, I'm gonna do what I do anyway. I'm gonna do the exit beacon and then just figure it out from there, making sure there's nothing else. Yeah, that's all fine. Really dependent on drone parts. No. Rebel Stronghold. Cool. So I totally chase empty beacons on this one because I feel like Rebel Flagship is just such a great event. Because you get the fleet delay, you get a weapon, you just get like tons of stuff. So I definitely want to go there. The store. It's like there's all these fights, which are somewhat tempting. I mean, I guess I can kind of go back. But also, so many of these are just going to be fight beacons anyways. Usually, at least. Sometimes they'll all be in hazards. I might regret it. I think I'll take 1 first. Although I guess that cuts off me like going back around. I'll go to the store first. Let's see, what do we got? Hull laser 2. It's like kind of better in some ways, honestly. Obviously, I've just been unsatisfied with this weapon setup since I got it, and it's like really not a bad weapon setup at all. It's pretty strong. And I feel like ever since I started getting these weapons, I've just been like looking for something different to have. That's just such a garbage jump. Everyone hates that jump. So we'll go there next. This might be the only store in the sector, so I'm just going to buy excess fuel. Do I switch to the hull laser and just like start buying weapon power? I mean, buy some weapon power anyway. I'm always so slow to buy engines. I'm always okay with the cloak not being perfect. Tempted to like buy the battery upgrade right now also, but I want to hold on to at least like a little bit of scrap. Yeah, it's like I don't need the extra shot. It's mostly the only reason I'm not doing it is because it's just like scrap inefficient, like selling and then buy, like investing the scrap to buy that. When this is like serviceable enough, and there's still a bunch of upgrades that would like benefit me. And it's like I'll be perfectly safe either way with all the systems I have, as long as I like don't make mistakes and get enough upgrades. But definitely, like if I could just pick one or the other, I'd absolutely pick the hull 2 here over the charge. This is kind of like a whatever quest. I can't help but chase the flagship fight. It's a little bit of a problem sometimes. How many jumps do I have here? Yeah, there's only 7 jumps until, so I'm not worried about running out of them quite yet. Because that can happen too if you like run through too quick trying to make it, you know, every single one, and then then you just have like you get the delay and there's nowhere to go. All right, well that gets us our map. So I mean that's a forced jump no matter what, so that's kind of whatever. Not another store here at all. So what, it was 6 jumps, right? So I mean that gives us a 50% chance of seeing it. I don't think it's worth like gambling that that'll be it or something. Or like doubling back to just see it there. Because it's like I could visit them all, but then I'd have to dive because it's this weird like exit thing. So yeah, we'll just go down through here. Approach the station. Ship powers up and targets you. Straightforward. I feel like FTL is good with that, because sometimes it's like nice to just have it be like, there's nothing to this, it's just like a thing that's going to come out and fight you. And it's kind of okay. I don't really think there's a reason to use the charge here. At least not initially. I think I'm going to forget that I have mind control. Alright, man. This team has just been working so hard to dodge everything and just get their evasion up. Only 2 more. That's nuts. great. 57 scrap, wow. So this guarantees that this is a delay. So that gives us a chance also to like maybe do one more of those empty jumps. I think that's worth spending a drone part on. That's another event that's awesome to have like right in the beginning of the sector. So that's nothing. Gotta keep an eye on our fuel here, make sure we don't get like stuck trying to leave. This is gonna just so good at getting through our shields and then shooting at us. Very fast weapons. It's like I want to do that, but then I'm gonna want to get that shield bubble up like really quickly anyways. Alright, so they're charging that. Not dodging any of these shots yet. Probably gonna cloak this thing if I can. Alright, good, we got a dodge there because I was starting to think I might have to cloak this. Alright, there we go. Good training in. So yeah, definitely just cloak this when it fires now. Or just, you know, take it offline. Always a solid option. I'm just gonna wait for the shields, or the shield hack here. It's like with 3 shields, because they have the buffer, there's no point in trying to just like get through it with this. I mean, I guess it would have been faster because the piling is down. I keep not thinking about how the shots are guaranteed to hit. Not really a big deal either way. Alright, going solid. Got some fuel, so that's good. That gives us like a definite buffer. Sell 15 missiles. Awesome. Been hoping to find that. Yeah, that's just like... If the flagship event made them go backwards, I could totally pull that off. But it doesn't. So it's like whatever. If this is the flagship, it lets me take that jump also. It gets me an extra jump, and also it just like gets me the rewards of doing it anyways. All right. So I think we can get a crew from this. Because obviously we can't do the delivery if that's what it is, but I can. This has, the merchant's request has so many different like trees of which way the events go. I can never keep them straight. Let's continue with our shields hacks, very exciting things. So I don't think there's a reason to mind control anybody here other than like entertainment value, but I don't think it's worth the power. Slow on that. Lido. 58 scrap. Just a bunch of money. I'll take it. Come on, flagship. Look around. All right. Ah, it's the flagship. What do we do? Especially at this point, so we're going to go fight this thing like pretty soon. And it's going to be a lot stronger than this. Yeah, so I got to do that. This thing is so slow to fire too. I'm not even sure what level its weapons are here. I didn't think, you don't really think about that sometimes on this event. Just like, oh, it's the same weapons, as far as I know. But just like lower level, I think. So it's like, oh no, it must still be level 3. Just feels slow. Not the whole cloak in the beginning to charge him. Do I switch here? Yeah, I guess I do. All right. Hermes, 69 scrap, 555. The resources are so nice too. It's like, I mean, I don't really need the fuel at this point, but just having like the drone part buffer, it's like, okay, I don't need to visit a repair station in Sector 8 unless I just want the repair or easy scrap. Oh, I haven't done this yet, apparently. I'm surprised it's been that long, because I tend to go to rebel strongholds. Though I guess I don't remember seeing them very frequently lately. I just probably haven't run into it. So do that jump, and then we'll get out of here. Is there any reason not to just like spend a bunch of scrap? I'm really going to care if I find a store at the beginning of next sector. I'm going to make more scrap at these jumps. And now I can use the Hermes. Man, I'm not even sure. I mean, I feel like the last time I fired a Hermes was like 6 years ago. But maybe not. Maybe I've used it like once sometime in the last year. I mean, it's not that bad. As far as the big missiles go, I feel like it's the best one because it's the 14-second charge time. If I don't find a store to sell it in, there's a chance I'll end up using it on like phase 1. Probably not, but maybe. Alright. I'm not actually sure how, like, if I let them, you know, I'm not gonna let them obviously, but if they got away, like how that interacts with the fleet delay, like the multi-turn fleet delay. If it just like cancels that entirely and still jumps ahead, or if it just like, you know, gets rid of the one extra turn of it. Not something I can remember encountering. Kind of interesting. So here I am charging the Hermes. Not really what I want. It also makes it more worthwhile to do a level 3 hack actually, just for like the extended time. I think I just dodge you. Alright, I do just dodge you. think I got him. Alright, so we just got the pulsar. Yeah, I think that's alright. I guess I still want to buy more power. Just buy all the power. Yep. So here, it's like the conundrum of, do I still want to do a shields hack and try and fire before this is all going off and stuff, or do I weapons hack to keep it safer and kind of rely on the pulsar and hope my weapons don't get hacked? And with the Zoltan shield, I kind of feel like I can do that, but I think I'm just gonna do a shield hack still here. I think I'll be like decimating enough with my weapons and like certain enough to get them off that it's not a big deal. Yeah, and then we'll accept surrender. It's a Zoltan shield, and they're at 1, and their weapons are broken. I think I got this. All right, so that timed out pretty smoothly. I thought so, but I feel like these are situations where I always want to, like, you know, second guess myself a little bit. I guess that's not the right phrase. Not really second guess myself, but like double check. Be a little more cautious in my certainty. Nothing of interest. Alright, got our 1 hull point repaired finally. Been missing that one for like 2 sectors. So obviously, go up this way. It's not so bad. Get the repair choice there. So as long as that one doesn't get overtaken right away, got a couple of routes that work out. A couple ways to get some scrap. So let's see, what goals do we have before flagship? Obviously, oxygen 2 is the biggest one. That's just like mandatory. Although, like, not necessarily. We probably kill them more than fast enough, but shields 4 is nice because it's like it's all about phase 2 for that, honestly. And it's like phase 2, they're going to eat through the Zoltan shield really fast no matter what. I mean, I don't think any of these should be that big a deal with the ship we have and the crew. And just buy like buffers on cloaking and mind control and stuff. Yeah, alright, so yeah, just take the jump first. Pretty good on drone parts, shouldn't be a problem. Fight the rebel ship. So they have hacking and the beam 2, so they're gonna, and 2 heavy, so they're gonna get through this real quick. And a charge 2, I guess, is gonna shoot possibly really fast also. So they're prepared for the Zoltan shield, obviously. But it's also one of these. I always want to say it's just like the rigger layout. I mean, this is a disruptor, but it's kind of like the same layout. Just a huge swipe. Probably use some more power too. Yeah, incoming hacking drone. This was just 2 shots. Oh, sensors. Uh-oh. Think we can live with that one. You can be trapped in there, it's okay. Small bomb. Actually, this is like what I'm most worried about now. Like, don't hit my weapon, small bomb. Maybe I'll cloak you. Because otherwise, you're just dead in here. Oh, for a second I thought, I was like, wait, what's flying up over there? Still just a small bomb. Don't you need to fire this? No. Yes. Just 1 shot. 62. And some gratitude. I mean, whatever. I'll take gratitude. I'm not that callous or desperate. So we get another fight there. Beams, beams, beams. It's like my least favorite thing about the Zoltan ships is I almost inevitably get into just like using multiple beams. Or at least some beams. I don't have that, you know, it's not often I'm going to be like selling the halberd off Zoltan A or the pike off Zoltan B. Trying to think about what I want. If I want to shoot shields, actually. I guess so. For scrap. Alright. I don't really feel any need to go to the repair spot. Like, is that better than getting doors or anything? I mean, I'll still get some scrap here. Buffers. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I need oxygen on. Yeah, my power is definitely like a little low for how much I'm trying to run. So let's see, he's got 2, 3, 4. Which like makes me slightly tempted to go there and just like hope those work out, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna do that, and then the ship fight, unless that's a dive, and then I'll just go fight flagship otherwise. Right, so it's empty jump. All right, so we'll go here, then the base, and then possibly the jump behind it. You guys got the serious drones going on, and just fast weapons. Wow, that's kind of gross. I don't like you guys at all. I don't like what you're about. It's not cool. I don't really think I'm a big threat here, but we're going to play it like it's slightly more cautious. Just do that for a moment. I feel like here, actually, this is just the time to cloak. If only they could shoot their own drones. Alright, yeah, we got 100%. That also delayed that from firing, so our shield is still up. So I might actually be able to keep it up for all this. Just like everything missing. Come on. $34. So go to the base and then see about that jump. I honestly might buy some power before I even buy like a cloaking buffer. Maybe not. I'll have to think about that. I don't think I'm going to use the Hermes. Like, I'm considering it slightly over like the charge laser for phase 1 at least. Because it's what? 3 damage, right? Right, so it's a second faster in that way, but with like breach chance. I mean, there's a world where that might actually kind of work. Think about it. I want to take the fight. Yeah, I want to take the fight first. I don't mind just like a little bit more scrap. And I don't want to risk it being overtaken then. Alright, outpost. This might be like 100 more scrap then. Nailed it. Alright, awesome. So there's the missile. I mean, it was a miss anyways. It's always a miss. Every time I shoot a missile, it's missing anyways. But I don't care. It's awesome. It's such a cool thing. I'm like totally in love with it. Oh, they shoot a bomb at me too though, huh? I guess I can do that. It's fine. Hacking bomb. Ah! You got me. No fire though. Got the one extra shot in. The one I used on the missile. 65. 53. Alright, that's a ton of scrap. So, now we're totally set. Yeah, it'd be nice not to have to juggle like tons of power on the flagship fight. Absolutely. I think that's a good goal to have here. So I do want to still get that. Get at least 2. Probably get like 2 more. I mean, doors would be nice. I don't really care about the piloting thing that much. So I mean, this gets me the battery. It gets me just like 1 short. So I definitely might as well get 1 more at least. I mean, doors would be nice for phase 3. I mean, engines is like not a terrible thing to have. Okay, skipping that buffer. I guess at this point, doors is probably more helpful. I mean, I don't need it until phase 3 is the thing, which makes me tempted to do that and then switch to gain doors after. Do I care about the engine? I mean, engines is better with the Zoltan shield, like, in a way, but I do 4 engines on the flagship like, all the time. I mean, I guess my crew sucks at fighting their crew. Like, NG, Zoltan, and some humans. So it's like, I can just guarantee that that's online, and then I can decide if I'd rather have one thing or another for the scrap that I get. Like, that's good. I don't know, I can't bring myself to use you. I just can't do it. At least not off the bat. Alright, so this should be good. Flagship. So, hacking delay. Definitely can be a little bit of a double-edged thing. Most of the time I feel like it's good. It's rare that it works out in a way that's like really detrimental. Usually if it does, it's like in a way that's because you're like really far behind otherwise. Or have like really awkward weapons or something. But it can definitely be problematic. Depends when your Zoltan shield goes down also. So, the thing with dodging, with like cloaking this is going to take out our, well, it depends. I feel like sometimes I've had this volley actually where it's like, oh, I don't need to cloak it, and then this fires and takes off my shield right before they hit. Yeah, see, that's what's happening here. I don't know if that's how it always times. I feel like sometimes it doesn't. Not actually sure on that one. That could just be how the timing always is. It might depend on the angle of the missiles and stuff, like slightly. I mean, so that's going to take out a shield, so I'm just going to cloak. Just, yeah, see, it's like the timing, so it's close. It really depends on how the missiles are coming in and everything. But, you know, that's still going to take out our shield. It's like I want to make sure I was dodging those missiles. All right. That's a swipe I want to do with you. Okay, do that halberd like that. Do I actually want to do that? Yes. I'll shoot you in a moment. Right? No, that's not what I want to do. Because it's like, I like hitting cloak. Well, because yeah, I'm not going to one-shot them. That's just not happening. Right? Because it's 6, 8, 14. Even if they all hit, I'm too short. Which makes me want to hit cloaking even more, honestly. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to do this with a halberd. Because that guarantees that goes down. It also takes out hacking, which I'm not sure where it's going because I'm cloaked. But I'll take it out probably before it gets anywhere. And then I'll just shoot into shields. Gonna wait for this to charge. I'm not gonna wait for that to charge. Oh, I'm gonna shoot their hacking drone also. Really take their hacking down instead of hitting their shields once more. 1, 2, 3. It's always, I always want to dodge 1 at least. Such a big difference dodging 1 instead of none. Yeah, he is gonna repair that fairly quick, I guess. I don't know if this is gonna time out okay. Because it was like the first thing hit. Often when I'm using weapons that I like prefer, I like can hit that with the second volley in time with something, and so they're already like, you know, occupied repairing other stuff. All right, 1 damage. I'll take it. Don't have much of a choice. Take it either way. 20 scrap. Definitely pretty smooth. Got a bunch of damage. It's like next phase. Probably hit their shields more since I know I'm gonna have to shoot them like a little bit extra. Care about piloting upgrade in case they board piloting with that thing. Oh, it's gonna be delayed slightly. I mean, it's like next phase, otherwise it's like things I could get would be engines, mind control buffer, another power bar. Guess that's like slightly problematic. Having like pretty weak crew to deal with killing boarders, like if they board into engines in the phase 3 also. So maybe I'll buy it this run. I'm gonna do the kidnap stuff, so just gonna wait here. Got doing fast shots right there. Alright, so the drone's coming over. Right into the med bay, that's not a problem at all. Not gonna bother with you for the moment, actually. Just gonna ignore you until you get close to punching it down. So that's 14 damage. This time I'm going to wait. I timed my attack slightly later so I can do this. Just at 4. I saw that coming. Oh, no, I missed it at first, and that one got him. Alright, I was like, as long as I don't hit the missed shot. Oh, come on. I almost just hit like double at their missed shots. But so that's 2, like that's a whole other shield bubble. Well, it's still, yeah, like if I did 2 more shots onto it, that would be 0 shields on them instead. I mean, that's okay. But it's here, it's just like, just gonna do that because there's not really a reason not to. Alright, so 0 damage, phase 2. So we'll chase after him, nothing to spend scrap on, but I'm still pretty happy with the piloting upgrade. I don't think anything else would have really been a bigger difference. Still have a bunch of crew, if not like all of it. So 6, 7. I feel like they can have more here. I think they might be able to have 8, but 7 is definitely a lot. Alright, so auto fire you, at least to start off. You guys can just fire away. So I don't really want to have to cloak this. Hopefully I get at least 1 dodge. I mean, ideally 2, so this shield stays up. No, that's fine. Like, it doesn't let you do it quite as fast because their shield is up. It has to like register that they're mind controlled. Man, no dodges. With the double fire. Hopefully that goes out. Just the one guy going in there. That's not a big deal. Yeah, this might time pretty poorly actually. That's, yeah, that's definitely breaking. Also, like, I always say like I'm doing kidnap strats, but there's a decent chance I'm not going to actually bother with that. I don't think that's going to shields. It might be. Or wait, are you going to mind control? Where are you going? You are going to mind control. I'm not going to run my Zoltan into you. Just to like have them die because of the fire. Definitely want to try to get that repaired also. Right, dodging those at least. I fire the halberd here. Yeah, I think I do. Should have canceled that already though. And our FTL is just coming up, so we can get away from here if we need to. I guess whatever, you can go stand in the fire, that's fine. Alright, so battery still hasn't been used, that's good. Guess you're almost done repairing that buffer, might as well finish it. So that's still broken, actually, that's right. So this depends where it looks like it's going. I may or may not dodge those. That I meant to start that just before. I got distracted by remembering that the mind control is broken. I feel like you're going nowhere good. Probably gonna cloak this. Like honestly, power surge is sometimes like less of an issue. Might as well use the power on it too. I've got it. Yeah, I knew that'd make them pivot there, but I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, I guess I can re-oxygenate some of the ship here. Oh, this is all vented still. Jeez, what am I doing here? I was like, how is this out of oxygen all of a sudden? My O2's at like 2. Alright, good. I'm glad we got that one more hit in, so just one shield. Oh, jeez. It's fine, the power surge is slow anyways. I do want to have it all up for the surge itself, I guess. And there's nothing I want to turn off for even half a second. I guess that's fine. Yeah, that's enough misses. We're fine. Alright, so let's just finish him off here. Weapons coming out. Probably overly cautious flagship fight, but it's like I've had a few too many phase 3s go suddenly really bad, like really quickly out of nowhere, like seemingly out of nowhere, to just be like, I'm just gonna play it safe until I'm sure it's over. Alright, so it's 81, so that's officially past Thomas's record. That's a #2 win streak, thanks to the valiant effort of the field. Mousehawk, Lagarde, Maria, King, and Magni. Can't forget Bunny, the sacrifice Zoltan. So that's pretty exciting. I'm definitely happy about that. 5505. 1830 scrap. Yeah, it felt like a bunch of scrap, but not necessarily a ton of fights. Most jumps survived. Good job, Mouse. 106. Which like isn't that high a number of beacons to have be my record after I've got like at least like 15 runs, right? Maybe 17 runs now because I had those training runs. New high score. I don't think it's actually a new high score for me though. I'd have to check. I feel like I've got a 6K score close to it with Zoltan B. Alright, so I'm not going to start the next run tonight. It's not that late, but I don't feel the need to like rush it that much. And I don't want to get like hung up staying, like pushing it too late if I want to go to sector 4 or whatever. But like originally I didn't plan to be on tonight, and then I just had a pretty good day. And I just had like the energy and motivation and time to do it tonight, so I figured why not. So tomorrow, it's like I've been planning on it, so I still might. Obviously, I'm not good at knowing how my days will be, so who knows. I mean, usually Thursdays work out, but, you know, we'll see. See what ship we get here also. So, yeah, the boarding concerned you going to the fight. Yeah, it concerned me too. I mean, that's like the only reason I got the piloting upgrade, because like boarding to piloting would have been a real problem. It worked out though that they did the thing where they just boarded with one crew first, because they had enough crew members that one of them was just sitting in the teleporter. So it was definitely to our advantage that we just had like the single boarder first, and then they were boarding into like kind of bad spots and trying to break through and stand and fire. So we definitely got lucky with the boarding. So I think if they had like more dangerous spots they went into, I probably would have had to jump away and then fight again. Which like still probably would have been fine, but never really want to extend it. So yeah, I'm going to random my next ship. I only got 3 left. We got the Kestrel B, which is one of my favorites. We've got the Mantis A, which is like a solid but not flashy ship in my opinion, but pretty solid. And Mantis C, which is a little scary, but also can become just a really nice, strong ship very quickly if you get lucky. Just like a little lucky. A few crew in the beginning, you're pretty set. So let's see what we get. Alright, nope. That's the Mantis one we've done. Definitely not playing the Stealth C. Not going to play the Stealth C. I'm sorry. I actually kind of like the Stealth C, but I'm going to wait. No? Oh my goodness, that's 4 times now, I think. Yeah. Just played you. No. No, I have to like think for it's like, no, it's got to be the Mantis A or C or the Kestrel B. Not that many ships. Oh, here we go, Kestrel B. Alright, so we've taken out our other really strong ship. Definitely one of my favorites. Because it's just like, this is my playstyle. I mean, this, you know, plus like the Slug C mind control hacking. The crew has like surprisingly few blue options, but it's still helpful. The layout's like alright. It's pretty good. Pretty good venting. 4 crews, great to start out with. It's like, I feel like I'm not sure if I overrated it or not. I mean, 4 weapon power is like really awesome to have. And it's like, this deals with 2 shields like alright. Better than a lot of other ships. So I definitely rate this ship pretty highly. So we'll see how that goes. Hey Badger, we just finished off the Zoltan B run, so I got 81 wins officially past Thomas. Definitely feeling good about that. Um, I was just randoming my next ship, so I don't think I'm actually gonna start it here. It's like I'm slightly tempted now that I know it's Kestrel B to start it, um, because it's just such a good ship. But I think I'm gonna wait until tomorrow, because that was my original plan. Because it's not that late yet, but by the time I get like into Sector 4, it's gonna be getting like pretty close to like 3 a.m. my time. So start this up next time, and yeah, I know it's a little backwards from how a lot of people do it, but I like to do the random once I finish the last run, just so I know what I'm like in, what's in store for me next time. Because that'll make it sometimes like I'll stream a night when maybe I wouldn't, because I know I have a good ship, or like I'll wait until I'm like really ready if I got a bad ship. Just kind of like to think about what my plans are. But yeah, thanks for stopping by just to check out the very end here. Not the most exciting result in B run, just beams and killing stuff really easy. So didn't miss too much. But hope you have a good evening here. Yeah, you like to stop in the middle. See, I started out when I was playing on the tablet. Um, my runs were really broken up a lot of the time because it was just like kind of convenient to how tablets are, and I kind of got into that flow. And so now it's like I draw out my runs too much to always plan to do a whole one in one night. Although I kind of like doing it. I've done it a few times now. But yeah, all right. Catch you next time. Good night. Let's see.